Hey, welcome to the Lawn Dev Dad channel. My name is Brian. I am the Lawn Dev Dad. I came up with the name because I enjoy working in the lawn. I'm a developer for about 20 years now, a web developer, and I'm a dad. So I really just needed to find something that wasn't already taken, basically. And that sort of made sense.
My lawn right now. It's been about 3 or 4 days since I've mowed last. We've had quite a bit of rain, so it's really taking off, and I'm just getting ready to mow it. I normally mow right around 4 inches or 3.5 inches. Been doing 3.5 recently because we've been getting a lot of rain, just to give me a little extra time between mowings. And it looks like it's around 5.5, maybe pushing 6 for a few of the blades there.
So if you have heard of the third cut rule that basically says you only cut a third of your grass, if I go down to about 3.5 inches or so, that should get me right around a third of it cut at that length. So I try to cut it, as it grows, anywhere from 1 to 2 times a week, 1.5 most of the time, just depending on how much rain we get and how much it's growing at that time. Right now it's mid-July, so it has been pretty warm, but we've had a lot of rain, and it's still, really green, doing pretty well. I put down all kinds of stuff, and I water whenever we don't get water to keep it going. So, time to mow. So one of the things I've learned over the years is if you get a lot of grass clogged up underneath your mower on the deck, or if the blades get worn down, it doesn't cut nearly as well. So at least once a month, probably more often, especially if you're mowing multiple times a week, I like to check underneath and kind of see what's going on. I did recently sharpen these and clean underneath, so it's not looking too bad right now. So we're good to go with that. So I'm now done with the first step, which is basically just going around the outside of everything and making a row to be able to get close to the landscaping and the trees, and to make it easier to make clean lines as I'm doing the rest of the yard. So I do one direction and one the other direction, and go the entire way around the house and the pine trees in the back. And the bird feeders. Just to make the rest of the mowing a lot easier. And I do this step without the striper on because it would be a pain to get around things and to go around the pine trees and everything and be able to go back and forth with the striper on. So now I will attach the striper and start the main part of the lawn. This is my lawn striper that I use. It is basically just a roller filled with sand, and then it has an attachment that connects to the mower so that you can take it on and off fairly easily. Some people like stripers, some people don't. I'd never really used one until last year, and I kind of like how it looks, so I have stuck with it. So I'm going to get that on and do the rest of the yard now. So that brings us to the last two steps. Edging along all the sidewalks and landscaping, and then using the blower to get all the clippings. And so now you have clean lines and edges. Now for the celebratory drink. Success. So I have about 8,500 square feet. Doing all of that took me about 2.5 hours, depending on how thick it is, how slow I'm going, how many times I want to go over things to get the lines in there really good, all that kind of stuff. But if you stay tuned to future episodes, I plan on explaining all the different things like blade sharpening, what fertilizers I use, my watering, type of seed, all kinds of different stuff. I did a big renovation last year with overseeding and compost, aerating, dethatching, all that kind of stuff. So I've had a yard for about 20 years. It's been in various levels of disrepair and awesomeness over those years, just depending on how much I want to take care of it and what I'm doing. So I have a lot of experience with all kinds of different issues and types of lawn, as far as thick, thin, lots of weeds, no weeds, dry, wet, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to subscribe and see my videos as they come out, please do. Thank you.